It's exciting to get all these guys back here. Obviously, a lot of continuity from last year. The group has been great already. Yesterday's meetings, today's meetings went really, really well, and we're looking forward to being back on the field here for preseason.
A lot's been made of you guys having 22 returning players, 2 new signings. From your perspective, this year to last year, does that make the job a little bit easier when you don't have to integrate some of the guys?
Yeah, I think it just makes it a little bit different. It makes preseason a little bit different. We're able to really put a focus on the areas we needed to be better last season. I think when you look at the importance of integration of the new guys that we're bringing in, and then the repetition that we're going to get, it's an exciting time, and we have a lot of challenging games in preseason, and we're certainly looking forward to it.
Only a handful of sessions before you go and play a game. What is that like to get ready for going down to Nashville on Monday and the start of your preseason schedule?
Yeah, we did very similar last year. We had a few sessions before we went to Austin, and I think it's a good test for the group, right? We're able to integrate 12 academy kids into the mix. They're able to train with us, get the experience, and they'll get some minutes against Nashville as well. So it's it can be challenging at times, but when you're returning this many players, it really is a positive.
It's a large group out here between the academy players, some trialists from tryouts. What were your impressions of that group and what you've been able to bring over here to take a closer look at?
Yeah, we kept about 4 players from the open trial, which was really good. We have a couple trialists in as well. We got to see him for the first day yesterday with the group, and we'll take the next few days before Nashville to evaluate and then make some decisions on who will get some time in those games and who won't.
The roster pretty full already. Obviously, third goalkeeper is a need. What else are you looking for, if anything, before the season starts?
Yeah, I think we're constantly looking to improve all over the field when we feel there's a player that's a good fit. At the moment, we're certainly looking at a goalkeeper. We could be looking to add another center back and maybe out wide a winger. But at the end of the day, the group that we have here right now, I'm confident in. We have a solid group, and we're excited for a new year.
Are there any guys here particularly excited to see this season? You think about the way he was held back last year, and Elijah, the way he came on strong. Anybody you're looking at just to maybe make a bigger impact, even though they're a returning player, that they can kind of be almost like
Yeah, I would say maybe nobody in particular, but to know that these young guys have a year now under their belt where they're actually, we're playing and performing well at a high level, especially the way they ended the year. I would say I'm looking forward to seeing their continued growth and development within the group. But again, this is a group that is a joy to work with, and I wouldn't say one in particular person.
Last one, how would you compare your approach to what we see in Hartford and Birmingham and all these places that are trying to build rosters and spend some money and get back in the game that way? And you feel like that sets up a pretty good season from that perspective?
Yeah, I think the quality in the league is getting better and better every single year. Those are teams that have made a lot of changes to make their teams better. But at the end of the day, I put a huge focus on our group, who we have returning, the quality that we had last year. And again, you can always and should always be looking to try to be better and looking to improve. And we are confident in the group that we have, despite the changes that a lot of those groups are making. Yeah, you got it. No problem.
He said he's looking for fire away.
Well, theory, got it. You guys are supposed to be late like usual.
No, you go ahead and ask.
That's okay. Yeah, go ahead.